Patricia, you've got a question also for these lovely people. What do you want to ask?
Thank you. What is your view on the membership to the WHO and participation with the Paris Climate Accord?
So World Health Organisation, Paris Climate Accord, all in connection with the UN. Kate, I'll start with you first.
I'm absolutely in favour of a world system where governments work together to solve systemic problems that affect populations across our various continents. So if you are talking about an isolationist future where we try and go it alone on all of the big picture issues that affect us as a society internationally, then I'm sorry, it's not me. I really think we need to be able to collaborate. The issues and the threats that we're facing are global, and we need to be able to collaborate globally. Andrew?
Well, first of all, I think if COVID taught us anything, we need to protect our own sovereignty. Yeah. And as part of that, I mean, the fact that we were importing medications and vaccines and masks from China and everything else that goes with it, we've got to be able to stand on our own 2 feet in that sense. Secondly, I mean, as part of that, yes, I mean, in terms of our international obligations, they're one thing, but don't sell us out as you do it. 2035 Paris Agreement target off the table by the Liberal Party. And with good reason, because the idea of Matt Kean setting that target and advising Chris Bowen, you know, seriously.
You know them well.
Yeah, he's probably watching. But look, bottom line is we can't afford to run the country to absolutely into the drain. We've got enormous challenges with our costs, and that's why it's very important that we start to look after Australia first and foremost.
Thank you for the question. Again, host privilege here. The issue of climate change, the environment, targets. Kate, do you think that there are other community independents that have said that the target for 2035 needs to be closer to 70% rather than, say, the 43% now? Do you stand by a goal of 2035? Are you okay with 2030 and then to 2050? What's your thoughts on 2035 and what that number should be?
All I know is that there needs to be a 2030 number and a 2035 number if you are genuine about getting to net zero by 2050. So all I can see at the moment is another generation of backflips, delay and confusion. And for the third of this electorate that have already put solar panels on their roofs, for the small businesses that are already locally installing, maintaining solar infrastructure on people's houses, and for the community organisations that are saving bills with community solar and with local batteries, I think that we really need to be fair dinkum with people about the fact that if you are thinking that you're going to get to 2050, you need to make a start on that and you need to be serious about it. Another backflip on energy policy is not what this country needs. We have already in this region got to nearly 50% renewables. So this is underway, this energy transition. The benefits to people's back pockets are on the way. And the last thing that the third of this electorate that have got solar panels on their roof want to hear from the government is that the investment that they made in their home, their future and their kids...
But also isn't part of this that there is a number, okay? The Libs have made it very clear, no number on 2035, apart from what's been passed at 43% going into 2030. Is there a range? I mean, I know you're going to say there's a collection of information. I know all the ways around the number, but is there a number? Because many other community independents have said 75%. Do you believe that it should be closer to 43% or 75%?
I absolutely believe it should be closer to 75%.
Okay, cool. Well, that's the question. That's what I wanted to ask.